Hey everybody, good evening and welcome back to my channel. I am that doll guy and I'm coming to you from my office where I work my 9 to 5. And I decided to stay late tonight so I could start working on a project that I've been thinking about for a while. And it's a doll background for photography, for, when I do photo shoots for my Facebook groups that I'm on or Instagram, things like that. So I have made a few of these backdrops before. They're not necessarily dioramas, but they could be if you maybe furnish them with extra accessories. But what I do is I just make very simplistic backgrounds for my dolls to kind of stand in front of while I do photo shoots and stuff. And so they sometimes have a theme. I created a backdrop for my Fresh doll males, my Fresh Squad, Ken, things like that. It's a more male-themed backdrop. I have done one for my Fresh dolls, which I've called the Fresh Factory. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you just what I do. I have had people ask, like, where do you get that backdrop, or where'd you buy that backdrop? And I just make them. And they're very simplistic. I am not crafty. I'm not artistic. I'm none of those things. I just throw things together and keep my fingers crossed and hope they work. So I'm going to show you what I have bought. Is that a word? Bought? What I bought? Before the shutdown of all the craft stores from COVID-19, and maybe offer a little bit of, I cannot find my words tonight. Anyway, guys, so I'm going to show you what I bought and give other ideas of what we can do to make a backdrop. Oh, God. I am just so not good at YouTubing at all. Okay, guys, so I'm going to turn this around and show you exactly what I bought and what I'm going to do. So just tune in. Okay, everybody, so what we have here is just your very basic $5 cardboard trifold project board. It's not the foam board, it's just the very cheap cardboard trifold project board. And so, as you can see, there are the 3 panels. My inspiration for this backdrop is going to be a little bit, it's going to be lifted from Mattel's 1970s Barbie mod houses that they had. So my vision is to maybe devote each panel to a different wall pattern or whatnot, mod style. So, and then the other side of this, I might try to cover in like an outdoor scene, maybe make my own row houses that out of construction paper with maybe some printables from Google to make row houses or apartments or brownstones for an outside, maybe city street scene. So that's kind of a concept that I'm thinking of. So interior and exterior. You just get more, I think, photo shoot opportunities that way. And so these are things that I have either bought, like scrapbook paper from various hobby stores. So this is all scrapbook paper that I thought looked kind of vintage or modern retro. But then I just realized that I could find probably even more interesting, maybe more in keeping with the period just from doing Google image searches. So that's where I found patterns like this. So if you print these off in color, you can have a more, I think, diverse selection to go by when you decide what you want to do for your interior design. This I kind of lifted from Google Images. I thought it'd be a nice rug. This scrapbook paper is my concept for the flooring. This is going to be something I found on Google Images that's going to be like a window overlooking like the middle of the room, overlooking the city skyline. And then the flooring is just 2 pieces of poster board. They were like, I don't know, 20 cents at the hobby store. So, this stuff, if you have a lot of toner or inkjet or whatever to print off color from Google Images, that's an option. Or, like I said, just buying scrapbook paper from hobby stores when they open. But, again, they're not open right now because of the COVID-19. And there's just stuff that's just all over the place that I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. The new doll line that I'm starting to collect is, they're kind of colorful and vibrant, so I don't want maybe my interior to clash too much with them, but I do like the bright colors that I've selected. And of course, this is going to all be adhesed with just Elmer's glue stick. And I bought the stuff that's repositionable, because this stuff, you know, you once it sticks, you know, I mean, you don't want it to tear or lift or peel or get messy. So if you have a few seconds to kind of work with it to get it the way you want it, that's probably it's probably like better to have that kind of glue stick. And if you need to piece together patterns because they might not line up when you adhese them to the project board, you'll want some workability if you have to line up lines, and like these circles are just going to be obnoxious trying to line up. So see how that kind of goes. So it's going to take a little work lining things up. And what I have here, I may or may not even use. I'm just kind of in the planning mode. Just another note about the flooring. With this poster board, the nice thing about this poster board is, obviously you can do it two-sided and have two different kinds of flooring just by flipping it over. So I like to maximize my materials as much as I can. So I'll try to make all my project boards be two-sided with something, whether it's two interiors, interior, exterior, and then a two-sided floor with two styles of flooring. It could be maybe tavertine flooring that you print off from Google, or it could be something that looks like a shag carpeting or whatever. And I also like to do little accessories, like I said, like windows, and maybe little artwork that I find on Google Images I shrink down to size and glue on there to kind of be in keeping with whatever theme I'm kind of going with. What else can I tell you guys about this project? Oh, and also when it comes to storage, I mean, these are big. You could cut them down if you don't like having this tall project board. You can cut it down to size a little bit more. But what I like about it is I can pack up my flooring, lay it inside the middle of the project board, close the panels down, and either this one can be leaning against a wall, behind a door, under your bed, in a closet. So storage for these really is not that hard. They're not really that thick when you fold them up. So this is just just a very quick video of a concept I want to work on, and we're going to see if we can make this be really cool. I'm not sure how long it's going to take for me to get this done. I've been super busy with work doing like real world stuff or whatever. So I haven't had much time for fun or anything like that. But I just want to show you guys what I'm doing. And once this gets done, then I'll tell you more about where I found some of the stuff and how I shrunk it down to size maybe. I'm not really a super technical person. I always say I'm really not good at anything, and I'm really not. I just try my best, you guys. So let's give it maybe like a week or two for me to kind of figure out what I'm going to do and how I'm going to put it together, and we'll see how this looks. But again, these are just concepts that I have for a mod retro kind of interior. So it might be totally different. We'll see. So just hang in there, and you guys stay safe. Stay inside. And if you're essential workers, we appreciate everything you're doing to help run the world and keeping everybody safe and meeting everybody's needs. And that's so important. So we appreciate the essential workers. We appreciate the non-essential people being patient and staying home to keep everybody else safe. And so you guys take care, and we will see you soon.